hey doctor, how's my son doing?
I'm sorry, not looking too good.
Hey Matti.
Daddy, what do you bring me?
I brought you chocolates and toys.
Wow!
You like it?
Daddy, I can ask you something.
Of course.
Am I gonna live?
What?
Am I gonna live?
Nobody prepares Matusab Sayuru to leave everything and to go to the hospital.
But if it happens and you are in the situation, you are lost.
Particularly for not so common problems, patients are often lost as even their, primary care doctors may not really know where to go.
Even people who know doctors are at a disadvantage. It's so challenging to navigate the healthcare system.
It's living death every minute, just anticipating something you don't want should happen.
But people get diagnosed from one day to the other. What's their next move? Whom are they calling? What are they doing?
Chesky fell ill from one minute to the next without any notice, from being a nice betamte geschmacke bucherol. In an hour, he went to sleep and he woke up ill. Unfortunately, he was in a very dangerous situation.
I always had something with my liver, but we pushed it till my doctor told me that you have to go for transplant.
We left everything behind and we devoted our life to make sure that we do our best. We had a few surgeries, was very, very traumatic.
As it deteriorates, you get very bad. It goes into your brain, you can't sleep, you start forgetting things very easy. Literally, I was sitting the whole time on the recliner, sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. I couldn't cope anymore.
He says, let me take in this child one more time for surgery. I asked the ICU doctor, what's my chances that after this surgery I'll be okay? He told me 70%. I told the doctor, please, sign me a paper that I have to leave because I need elevated care. It didn't work.
So we do the most sophisticated things and the simplest things in the whole spectrum, but we're not an easy place always to deal with. Accessing us is not always so easy. So even for an intelligent, sophisticated patient, sometimes we're just kind of an obstacle for the thing they need.
I have no idea how people navigate the complex world of healthcare nowadays. It's impossible. If you have no help, you're really at a loss.
I started to prepare my family that I'm going to have surgery for the last year and a half, like it's going to be. And we're just waiting for a donor or a deceased.
You're not sure when it'll happen. That alone probably is a self-fulfilling prophecy that it's told. Sometimes there's a family simcha coming up and they really don't know where they're standing, which is extremely difficult.
My daughter got married. I said, I know myself, by me it's going to happen. We'll go to the chippa, I'll get a call and we'll have to go. Asach stress.
When we saw that we stuck at this particular hospital, it was a war zone. We did not see any way of getting out of the hospital. And once Chaim Medical found out that actually they believe that there's another surgery necessary, they grouped up the entire team, got all connections together.
And Chaim very effective matches problem to doctor, problem to institution.
Chaim Medical, they put out like an ad that they're looking for a liver for the blood type, Baruch Hashem.
I left work that day and I told my coworkers, I'll see you tomorrow. That night, 10 p.m., I was on a flight. With Hashem's help, with the guidance and support of Chaim Medical, we got there.
And they were there from the beginning till the end, every step of the way. Made it easy for me, unbelievable.
Chaim Medical doesn't cover New York. Chaim Medical covers wherever there's Cholei Yisroel.
My insurance didn't cover it, so I called them up. Took me through the whole process, very on top, very involved, unbelievable. Very, very thankful to her.
They got us connected to Cincinnati and they made sure that we're there fully covered and followed up and checked up with us.
So at Chaim Medical here, of course, we're a referral agency to help people who are lost in their situations, but there is an underlying passion which leads us to more in-depth analysis what the patient really needs. We do try to get a little more at being at the edge, what's new, what's upcoming, to get to the patient something beyond standard of care.
We're looking at all different treatments like stem cell therapy and gene therapy and gene editing that's out there to try to get people who don't have any hope into these trials, so they have the opportunity to get healthy when there is no treatment.
Chaim Medical has been involved in saving lives from situations that seemed very bleak, getting them to the right care, bringing up the right ideas. The numbers goes into thousands.
Employees here have become specialists in everything.
Of course, we're not doctors, but we have ideas which we can come up. The doctor sees that the family is determined. That gets the doctor moved as well.
The people have taken the opportunity to really get to know the material, to get to know the fields. They are better than the doctors, in my opinion, at this point. And they're all fighting to make the children and the adults healthy.
They're not only extremely knowledgeable about the medical conditions they deal with, but they have a real personal touch, both with the families and with the physicians.
Oh, we're here, we're on the mission. Once we have helped one, we're on the mission to help the next person as well.
Chaim Medical cares and delivers.
Chaim Medical nimmt über das Problem von der family.
Chaim Medical puts patients first and finds them the best specialist for their problem.
Chaim Medical is hope.